Monty Don's guilty confession about romance with wife who was married to someone else. Gardener's World star Monty Don has been married to his doting wife, Sarah, for over 30 years and has been candid about the challenges they've faced together. The 71-year-old broadcaster lives in his stunning countryside home in Herefordshire, where he films the beloved BBC horticultural show. The couple raised their 3 children in Longmeadow and now hosts family get-togethers with their grandchildren in tow. But it wasn't always plain sailing for the happy couple, with the pair tying the knot in 1983, just months before the collapse of their jewelry business.
Still spending forever chopping vegetables? The Full-Star Pro vegetable chopper dices onions, potatoes, and more into its container in seconds, helping make meal prep faster and tidier. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/2 before it's gone.
But it appears there was trouble behind the scenes in the early days of the relationship, as the broadcaster previously confessed that he felt a bit guilty about how they met. Speaking on the White Wine Question Time podcast back in 2023, the doting dad revealed that his romance with Sarah began while she was still married to her first husband. The presenter revealed that he had experienced an intense attraction at first sight when the two locked eyes and ultimately has no regrets at all about how they met, despite initially feeling a bit guilty. He told listeners, "It was obviously complicated. For me, it was an intense attraction at first sight. Her husband was someone I knew very well. I just remember thinking, how come she met him before she met me? Why is the person that you feel strongly attracted to with someone else?" The green-fingered presenter said he wasn't trying to pinch someone else's wife or anything like that, but confessed that he and Sarah had enjoyed spending time together in a platonic way while her husband was away. He went on, "You know, when you're very attracted to someone, you don't dare get too close to them or show interest. It turned out we felt the same way, but she was married to someone else." To cut a long story short, she decided she didn't want to have an affair, but she chose me. I've always felt a bit guilty about it, but at the same time, all's fair in love and war. I feel sorry for him, but it happened, and I'm really glad it happened. I have no regrets at all. It comes after the broadcaster gave viewers an insight into their relationship now that their children have moved out, admitting they still bicker over decisions about their beloved home. Speaking on the Gardener's World podcast in 2022, Monty gushed, "Sarah has always been an entirely supportive partner in crime. One of the things I always say privately, and I should say publicly at every opportunity, is that it's her garden as much as mine. This is not my garden, it's our garden. Every significant decision, and quite a few insignificant ones, are made by the pair of us in agreement, and we have this principle that both of us have a veto over everything. It's a very good way to run a system because what it means is, if you disagree, and we do a lot, you can't do it and say, live with it. You might have terrible rows, you might have a lot of persuading, it might mean negotiation. It might take 2 years before that plant goes in the ground, but when it does, you've agreed. But by and large, we generally agree, and sometimes it happens that you agree for a quiet life, and then, really irritatingly, you realize they were right all along."